Hey, yeah, welcome to Red State Update. My name's Jackie Brawls.
And I'm Dunlap, Jackie.
Yeah.
It's time once again to talk about the first 100 days of a president. We've done this a bunch of times since we started doing Red State Update.
I forgot every last one of them.
Well, I hope we forget this one soon.
Please, dear Lord in heaven, please, wipe it from our country's history, my mind, everything we can.
What's your favorite thing Donald Trump has done in the first 100 days of his second administration?
What?
What's your favorite thing that Donald Trump has done in the first... shit. I knocked my microphone.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Now people can see it.
Well, I got this on my ears. I hear everything you're doing.
How do I sound?
Yeah.
Jackie, what's your favorite thing?
There ain't no favorite thing. I'd tell you my least favorite thing.
Okay.
Maybe deporting U.S. citizen children that have cancer.
I was going to say, how can you pick a least favorite thing? But that hits a few.
That checks a lot of boxes that upset children with cancer, putting them in, they're already in a bad state. They're already doing pretty poorly just because they're battling that. And then to take them away from, all the medication, everything, and then just throw them out of the country to wherever. That tends, and also, they're U.S. citizens, without any due process. People get sick of hearing that, don't they? But you ain't going to get sick of it when they come get you.
If you do anything to a kid with cancer that's not taking him to a Lakers game or something like that, like getting him to meet Chris Evans on the set of Doomsday,
who?
Then you're probably not doing what needs to be done.
Well, this family, the current family that resides in the White House, they have a history of, not doing good things to children with cancer in particular. They're not allowed to have charities anywhere in the state of New York because years ago they were raising money on the Children's Cancer Fund and they would spend it on, I don't know, another gold toilet, whatever the hell it is they want.
Yeah, so he probably, if Trump hears the words kid with cancer, he's like, okay, I got an opening here to make some money.
Yeah.
So, can we sell them to El Salvador? Maybe give them a discount since they're sick.
They're already paying, we're paying El Salvador money to take, people who have no criminal record whatsoever and lock them up in the prison system there. So we're paying them.
And that's crazy because in America, we have perfected the prison system. If you're mean and racist and like prisons, then we're top notch. We're hard to beat. We're number one in the world. You can't say that about a lot of things these days, but we're number one in the world when it comes to prison and locking people up in prison that don't need to be there and giving rich people who own private prisons a lot of money to store people and then using the people in the prisons to work for low or no wages and so that rich people get even richer. And then we can pay police departments a lot of money to round up people. And we just really thought it out.
We got that down pretty good as far as that system works. Yeah, I agree.
We planned it. We executed it.
Yeah.
And then Trump, of all people, Mr. America First, says, no, we gonna outsource this to El Salvador.
Don't make a bit of sense, like you said. Yep.
Mr. Make America Great Again. The prisons in America aren't good enough for Donald Trump. The best prisons in the world from a certain way of thinking.
Well, depends on how you look at things. That's everything is perspective is what.
That's true. Some people I stepped in dog shit. I'm having the worst day of my life. Somebody else I stepped in this dog shit and it was great.
What?
It's just how you look at things.
No, that don't make a damn bit of sense. Well, another thing, he's all bad in the polls, and nobody ever thought he'd be bad on the polls in immigration. You'd think people would be excited about that, but no, people are like concerned about. Well, when you start sending people who ain't done nothing to nobody ever and send them down there, and they say, "Oh no, they illegal, they illegal." You don't know they're illegal. How you supposed to find out? Police officer come to your house, tell you you're illegal. Said, no, I ain't. Here's proof and all this. And I think this happened a few times, from what I understand, a few folks. No, you ain't. Get in the bus, truck, plane, wherever, whatever it is we're hauling off people in today, get in there. When they come to your house doing that, and supposedly now they got some sort of thing, they go, some old law that they find where they can just go into people's houses without a warrant and get whoever the hell they want if they think they's in there. I don't know how that's going to go over to a country that, you talk about having the prison system down. We got gun system down pretty good. There's over 400 million guns out there, so have fun walking into people's houses, see how that goes.
But looking at it from a different perspective, Jackie, imagine that you were an ICE officer, an officer of the ICE.
Yeah, I'd have my face covered too. Yeah, I'd be covering it up, make sure nobody could see who I was. Yeah, yep.
And just thinking about any job, well, you want to make it as easy as possible. You want to remove the roadblocks and the obstructions. You want to grease it, kind of lube it up so everything just slips and slides in and out real easy and good, Jackie. And so part of the problem, I would imagine, if you're an ICE police, is that you have to get people who are guilty of something or that are suspected of something or that you can prove have done something that you think is wrong, like be here illegally. And then but if you can just say, get all them, much easier.
Well, yeah.
I'm not saying that's good. I'm just saying,
it ain't good.
Look at it from the police's perspective.
Police's?
The police's perspective is that it's hard to round up, brown people.
Well, also another perspective is, look, is you've done everything you're supposed to do to come to America, and you're working, and they go with, you've signed all papers and whatnot. They're getting people as they go in to get their final, here you are, you're welcome to the United States, something you've been working on forever. They go in there to do that, they jerk them out of there.
Well, sure, if you want to look at it from the perspective of the people being kidnapped off the street, sure, I guess you could do that.
Well, yeah.
I was talking about a different perspective of the people rounding up the people. Maybe we don't think enough about them.
Well, I don't want to think about them. I mean, I want to think about them in like what goes through your mind when you jerk a child up that has cancer, whether you have to pull an IV out of the child or whatever, the medication, whatever, what goes through your mind jerking that child out of wherever it's at and putting it in with his parents and they think, with U.S. born and U.S. soul. Of course, the Supreme Court going to take care of that for too long, we'll see. Supreme Court, they take care of a lot of things these days, but it don't seem to make a difference one way or the other. Nobody seems to give a damn one way or the other. But again, that's the perspective of a court, Supreme Court of Justice.
Which one?
Well, yeah, they all have different perspectives.
They all got different perspectives.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes they line up, but not usual.
Well, I've heard Clarence Thomas' perspective, how he likes to hang out in Walmart parking lots and see the American people and, experience what America's like. I've heard him talk about that a lot. But then, you hear what his real life is like, and it ain't nothing like that, for sure.
No, he ain't in the Walmart. He's like in France, right? People flying him everywhere.
He goes to the south of France. He goes on a nice vacation. He gets the hell out of America. Of course, he's going to have trouble doing that here pretty soon. Because over there, if there's Americans who live abroad because of work, they're still Americans, but they got to live abroad for whatever job they have, whatnot like that. And there's reports of people like that going to renew their passport at the American embassy, wherever they're at, and they tell them, nope, can't do it. Why the hell not? Nope, just can't. Nope, you can't go back to America. You've been over here too long. You ain't coming back. I mean, it's insane everything they're damn doing, let alone firing all the park rangers. That I'm still upset about that. Some people are over that by now, but I like going to parks. I like outdoors. I like the animals. I like that stuff. And now all the park rangers gone. They're going to close down the parks. Ain't nothing else you can do. So that whatever Doge or whatever like that's happening, yeah, I've had enough of that too. That's the first 100 days, ain't it? Yep.
But Jackie, have you ever thought about it from a bear's perspective?
What?
Like a bear, maybe the bears are like, these assholes have been getting on my nerves for years.
Bear wants to get in on that food. And
that's true. What are they going to eat?
They ain't coming no more. The people ain't coming, the park ranger ain't there, you can't go to the park. So they ain't got, I made sure they won't get past the park ranger. Yeah, I'm glad the park ranger's gone, but now all the people bringing the picnic baskets gone too. What the hell am I going to do as a bear?
Well,
go back to eating the deer, rabbit, whatever else.
Eat your berries, what they eat, honey. They get a big pot of honey, I think they eat, and berries and fish.
Yeah.
And garbage, but they can't eat the garbage anymore.
There ain't going to be no garbage.
Listen.
Well, no, there'll be a lot of garbage because the people go out there, they ain't going to be, I guess you had to trade off from the picnic basket because the park's going to get all nasty and dirty when people do go in there because they're still going to go in there whether they're supposed to or not. There ain't going to be no park ranger clean it up.
RFK Jr. says that bears need to go back to eating the way they ate before.
Yeah, unless they're autistic bears.
Yeah, he does it. They're rounding up the autistic bears and putting them on a list.
Yeah.
Do you think Yogi Bear was autistic a little?
Well, I don't know. It's
none of my business, and I don't want on the spectrum somewhere.
I don't know autism as well as RFK Jr. evidently.
What I'm saying is RFK Jr. said there was no autistic people, and I'm like, well, what about Yogi Bear?
The only thing I know autistic person, Rain Man, and I don't know if that's right these days or not.
I don't think the depiction of autistic people throughout Hollywood's history is the best.
Accurate, yeah, whatever. So, but again, I just haven't had no offense to anybody autistic. There is a fella I like to look at online. He likes Dracula a lot. He's on Instagram. He claims to be autistic and he loved Dracula. And I like, me, I like Dracula too. He don't like just any Dracula. He like old Bela Lugosi Dracula. I can't think of his name, but just look for autistic and Dracula on Instagrams. I'll watch him all day and night. I like him. But yeah, as far as what the movie show, it ain't much good. And I don't know if RFK, has he seen anything beside those movies? Or so, what has he seen to determine that autism it ain't, it deserves to be rounded up or put on a list?
All he's seen is his last name on his driver's license, and he goes, well, I can think whatever I want to think.
That's true, yeah. I can do what I want, yeah.
I'm going to put a bunch of people on a list. I'm going to make people go to a farm.
I'm going to make a lot of people evidently think that, it's okay to get the measles.
Yeah. I'm a Kennedy. If I want people to get the measles, they're by God going to get the goddamn measles.
Hey, watch your mouth, but yeah. I'm
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. People know who I am.
Yeah.
I mean, I did not until he started being a big boob.
Yeah.
And now I do know who he is, but it ain't good.
Everything I've learned about him, they're not one good thing. I mean, everything. Like, what's one positive thing? When we started learning about RFK Jr., I don't remember one thing that was good. Chop off a whale's head, baby dead bear, on and on. Worm live in his head. I don't know. He's at a point. I know it all. He fired all cancer research is over now. They fired all the researchers from college and stuff like that. I know all I need to know about cancer. Once we lick this autism, we're moving on to cancer patients next. You wait and see. You researchers, y'all go research somewhere else. We ain't working here no more.
I'll say that the more you find out about any Kennedy, it's usually not good.
More stuff comes out.
If somebody comes to you and says, hey, you'd never believe what I just found out about a Kennedy, you say, oh, Lord, what is it? What is it now?
Yep. Ain't good.
You never they treated women well around the office. No. Well,
speaking of offices, another 100 days, our new Secretary of Defense. needed an extra office in the Pentagon to build a makeup room so he can get his makeup on. I guess I don't understand why I guess you need to wear makeup when let out war plans to the world on your phone. I guess you have to put on a little makeup before you do that. I don't understand. It don't make it better sense to me.
No, I think, listen, if you drink that much, you probably need a lot of makeup.
Well, that's true. You look blotchy. Yeah, you can look rough.
You want to freshen up. And the man's experience is only on Fox News.
Well,
he thinks every job requires makeup at the start of the day.
That's true. I wake up in the morning, put on my makeup, make sure my bronzer looks good. I look all right. Get me on there. Yeah, you're right.
We're talking about Trump's administration. Probably everybody starts off with a little makeup. And honestly, like we're doing video right now, I could use something under these eyes.
Well,
I could use a little concealer maybe or some damn... I know we gave J.D. Vance a hard time, but I'd look pretty good in some eyeliner.
I don't know. I never had wore makeup. I wore makeup. I had to one time and put me on TV for something or other. I don't remember what.
What was that for?
I don't know. Something on CNN 30 damn years ago, something like that. And they'd like, you want a little of this to take a shine off or whatever. So, what? Shine?
Oh, yeah, the shine.
Whatever they said it was, I don't know, but yeah, I don't like it. I don't, it's not. No
you
offense.
Tell them I grew up and shine meant something else, motherfucker.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Yeah, I'm sweaty and look terrible, and I should not be on anything televised right now, but you say shine, I think, shit, revenue's on the way.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff we used to do on TV, jokes like that.
Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah, people like those moonshine jokes. Yeah, but ain't much of an audience for it these days or whatever.
No, you get a jug out, and we'd either take a sip from it or we'd do like hee-haw.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Ham bone. Yeah,
nope. Nobody wants to see jug humor anymore.
No, it's just a dying thing. It's gone out of favorability, I suppose. Yeah.
YouTube just had its 20-year anniversary. This is the 20th year of Red State Update. Also, we've been doing it 20 years.
20 damn years of doing this. Good Lord, I need to find something else to do.
Yeah.
Oh, hell.
You think we would have wore a little bit more makeup over the years? Honestly, that may have been the secret to our unsuccess. It's just like getting on there and just like, as we are, as is.
Well, look at it as is. I ain't going to put on no makeup, but I guess anytime you see our Secretary of Defense, he probably got a little blush or something on, whatnot. And it ain't that, people want to wear makeup, that's fine. I ain't saying you shouldn't wear makeup or he's this or that because he wears makeup. I don't care. I just don't think you need to build, especially when you got Elon Musk firing this and firing that and getting rid of that. We can't afford this anymore. I would think putting makeup on the Secretary of Defense would be a little frivolous, frivolous enough to not, add on an entire makeup booth room, whatever hey you want to call it.
Maybe that's why Democrats are losing, Jackie. Maybe Schumer needs a makeup room.
Oh, he does, but I mean, not that way.
Maybe we're forgetting the makeup is the media makeup, brosphere,
wow,
bro podcasting.
What is it?
You got to put on your makeup and go on Joe Rogan. That's how Democrats win.
Well, I don't know.
You can't say oligarch, or you can. You must. People fighting about that on Blue Sky. If you should say oligarch or not. I think somebody, who was it? Somebody come out. I think she was trying to bash AOC and Bernie Sanders a little bit. She's saying, we got to fight, but don't say oligarch.
Oligarch. I can't even say, hey, oligarch.
See?
Oligarch.
I mean, I get what people are saying. Like, no, just define it. Just let people know. But first of all, Democrats defining a word is school. Nobody likes school.
Yep.
Right now, they're trying to make it where the only schools is like if you pay a rich person to let your kid go to Christ is Risen Apostolic Junior High or college, but the professors are all in jail.
Yeah.
Those are the only two schools that's going to be left pretty soon.
There ain't going to be no school. You're right about that. They shutting that down. Well, we got McMahon in charge of that education. Vince McMahon's wife, I don't even know her first name. That's all I need to know. Linda McMahon, yeah, doesn't like that AI, calls it A1. I heard all that, but it didn't make me hungry as all did listening to that.
Anytime you put, I tell you what, you put A1 in something or on it, and Worcestershire sauce.
Yep. I like Worcestershire sauce, too. That's good. Shit. But everybody's thinking, oh, look at her. She can't even say AI's right. She says A1. I said, I'd rather, I was trying to listen, I holler at her. And I said, all it did make me a little, get your mouth watering and whatnot. A little, little steak, little bit of A1 sauce on it's good, I think.
Worcestershire sauce, A1 sauce. Yep. I like that taco sauce. Who makes that? El Paso? Old El Paso?
Old El Paso sauce. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good, too. There's a lot of good sauces if you stop and think about it.
If the tariff's going to affect any of those sauces, or they all made homegrown, I hope. Well, it's going to hurt them because you can't send them overseas anymore.
What Worcestershire sauce looks like it comes from a damn castle or something.
Oh, it does. I said it's on the cover all of it. Worcestershire sauce. That's from a country, I think. It's Worcestershire.
Like, well, you ain't gonna be able to get that.
Castle Worcester, yeah. Well, everybody's saying we don't like his economy on the polls or whatnot, but nobody even knows how that ain't gonna hit to the end of next month and a month after. You looking at end of May and June is when like all them boats had to turn back around with whatever products is coming in.
Loaded with sauce.
Yep, going back. Yeah, ain't coming here. So when the shelves start to empty, people upset already about the economy and this and that. But when the shelves emptied out, when they go grocery store, then they're going to take a little more notice of that. So we'll see how that goes.
Sauce. The sauce boat. Turned around.
I don't know. Now, I know Worcester, like you say, Worcester sauce, that's going to be hard to come by because that's Castle Worcester. Worcester, yeah. It's good, too. I don't know how to make it. I wouldn't know how to make it on my own.
That's the thing about a good sauce.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you get, that's just ketchup and mayonnaise.
Well, sure, yeah. People use that, throw that secret around all the time.
Put some relish in it.
Secret sauce is. No. They got the good sauce. It's secret for sure, but you ain't even be able to tell, like, what is that? Damn, what that taste in it? I don't know. I never recognize that for him.
You know who got good sauces?
Huh?
That Chick-fil-A. Everybody loves that Chick-fil-A sauce.
Got good sauce, yeah.
Now, can you, this is one of the first boycotts we heard about. People like, we
that's a long time ago. Did people still do that? They don't like Chick-fil-A?
We can't go Chick-fil-A because they give money to anti-gay causes and like focus on the family, and the family is all in gay turn you not gay therapy.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, but the sauces, now they sell that sauce in the store. Can you buy Chick-fil-A sauce?
I think you can buy it at Kroger, can't you? Like by itself without going. I mean, they still get the money if you're trying to boycott
That's
something.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I think if you still got Chick-fil-A on it and you don't want them to get your money, it don't matter where you buy it, whether it's in the drive-thru or Kroger. It don't matter. It's just money still going to them somehow.
What about a Target? Can we go to Target now?
Nope. Can't go Target. Now, all these things people boycott. I don't like boycotts protesting, but I tell you this right now. I'm tired of these rich, what. People say oligarch or whatever. I just call them rich buttholes.
Rich buttholes.
They don't need no more money of mine. Definitely not my damn money. I don't use Amazons no more. Used to be easy as could be. Hit a button on your front porch. Don't go Target no more because they full of it. They always full of it. They were like, the only reason they did what they did is so they don't lose money. But now we know the only reason they said they like gay people, black people, all that, because they wanted their money. Like, whose money do we want now? They don't stand on principle, nothing. So to hell with them. Walmart ought to run out every small business owner in the country for the most part. Years ago, I ain't like them for that for a long time, regardless whether they stand politically. They just run everybody out. That's what it is. But yeah, Walmart, all of them, the Target's already hurting, and they're gonna hurt a lot more when there ain't nothing there to buy.
You talking like you boycotting Target. You did every time you and me went into Target, you like, this too fancy.
Well, it was. I don't care anything about candles and I need a vase. I don't what is that? What's that for?
Vase.
They had like twigs put together, like, it's for the holiday. Like, well, I want a bunch of twigs. I go outside and get twigs. You don't put them up, make them up something and put a price tag on it. Don't mean you have to buy it. I ain't ever liked Target to begin with. I don't know. They put on theirs, yeah. That's what I feel like. And Tesla hurt bad too. He said, I guess I'm going to have to leave old Washington because I tell you what, these people, you know, my business, I got to go run my business. My business ain't doing good. Who did he think bought them big electric cars? Did he think Trump supporters went out and bought those? What the hell was he thinking? He think there's enough, what he call brosies? What do you call them all there on Twitters or whatnot? All these people love me. They like me. They're buying my car. Electric cars is something liberals get, and they ain't getting them no more. They stand out front screaming at you, say they're trading them back in, giving them back. I don't know what he's going to do. I got to go tend to my business. I got to quit firing government employees and go tend to my business. Well, who you going to fire there? It's going to help anyway.
He needs to go to Mars. I'm all for him going to Mars. People like roll their eyes, and granted, the way it looks now, he ain't going to be able to get there unless he just goes and locks himself away and gives people money. Like if he starts going over there and like, well, I saw too many black people, there's no way we're getting off the ground, and they're like, all right, and then they have to go through a whole thing of either firing or hiding everybody he doesn't like.
Yep.
And he's South African, so it's pretty. There's a long list.
But I'm all for him going to Mars. Disappear, go away. Maybe people, if you figure it out and how to get there, because go to Mars. I like space, go to Mars.
Yeah.
But years later, they're like, wait, didn't he used to be you could be the man that got us to Mars. If you go away right now, you're still a chance. Shut up. Go away.
To Mars.
Go to Mars. There's a good chance people will forget that, wasn't he the guy that did the Nazi salute? And had a chainsaw?
No, he's
he went to Mars. Okay, yeah.
I don't know who you're talking about.
That could be your future, Mr. Musk. But choose wisely. Do what you want to do. I don't.
Also, Katy Perry. Maybe you should work on going to Mars.
Sure.
Just lay low for a few years and then come back, and everybody be like, "Oh, I love Katy Perry. She's back." You needed a few more years for that to happen.
Katy Perry. Now she's in charge of transportation, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Eventually, I'm sure that's probably on its way.
Okay.
When people really turn on you and the public turns on you, it does feel like your next stop is MAGA town. So if Katy Perry starts appearing on Fox News, and next thing you know, she's like being rumored for a post in the Trump administration, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
When you become hated and reviled and constantly mocked, all you can do really is double down on it and just join the Trump administration.
It works for most people. Let's say they finally, they get another honest. The only person I think it's never going to work for is going to be Marco Rubio. I don't care how much he says, we're going to take Canada. You wait and see. Oh, Greenland, we're going to get. I'm sick of Ukraine and Russia. To hell with them both. I mean, no one's ever going to like Marco Rubio. No one's ever going to like him.
No.
I don't care what Trump, whatever position he puts him in, switch him around, do all this. It ain't going to work for you. It ain't going to work for you.
No. Nope. No, and even him being Secretary of State seems like just a setup for Trump to fire him eventually. I don't know when.
Yeah, it's going to happen at some point. Yeah. He'll fire Rubio before he fires Hegseth. You watch. Hegseth got like a war plans, everything out in the world. Like, no, I like him. He good. He wear makeup. Rubio should probably wear makeup. Wouldn't hurt him none.
He should wear enough makeup like Mission Impossible makeup so that he can leave and go into hiding, and then his approval ratings will go up. But other than that, nobody's ever going to like it.
Follow Musk advice.
Yeah.
Go away. Of course, Rubio, what the hell you want to send him off to do? He couldn't, Musk, there's a chance he might get us to Mars. He figured, he
ain't going to do it.
Stuff. No, well.
But he's going to take advantage of people that work for him until they get it and take money from the government.
Okay.
And then somebody that in his name will get us to Mars, and he'll take all the credit.
Yeah, but a big part of it is going away. First, go away. However you do it, just got to go away first for a long time. And then maybe, history books. Of course, there ain't going to be no history because schools are shut down. What else in 100 days? I can't even think. It's so much. I get overwhelmed sometimes. I can't remember. FEMA's gone. That's right. Well, Arkansas, remember, she worked for him. Remember, Governor Huckabee?
It doesn't seem like there's a strong everybody says Trump wants people to be loyal to him, but it doesn't seem to go both ways.
Well, they never had, never will.
You think people would have figured that out by now?
Never. The Musk, with the most, I'll bring some Teslas out front in the White House. I say they're a good car, even though I ain't never been in one of my entire life. Do that. That's about all he gonna get out of him. But he ain't going. No, they're gone. That's the Huckabee. They had a big. What you doing over there?
My flags fell. Oh shit!
What'd you do?
I knocked the American flag to the ground.
Well, there you go. We're cursed now. That's what happened next. Starts there and then all downhill from there. Now,
Right.
Huckabee, Arkansas, a bunch of tornadoes tore in there. They said, we need some help? We need some FEMA help. We need, you remember me, I worked for you for a while. And then, sorry, you have to figure out.
Well, you think she did something to him, or the people that are in charge of running/destroying FEMA got mad about her asking for FEMA money? Did he just get irritated by her and was like, I'll show her? Or is it just like, he can't remember who she was?
Probably a combination of all that, I reckon.
Does he hate Arkansas because Hillary Clinton? Hold on, I'm going to try to put this flag back up.
Probably still think the Clintons, they still there or something like that. Didn't that Hillary, she come from Arkansas. That the hell them. Did the tornado hit their house? They don't live there no more, but they used to.
What's this?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to put this flag back up.
What kind of flag?
This stick ain't sturdy.
What?
Shit. My ring light.
Your what? Well, it's been the first 100 days. Again, there ain't one poll. The only poll that he's doing good in is people who, hate LGBTQ trans people. They seem to be happy. But everybody else, even the people that don't like Mexicans, don't like how he's doing that. They're upset with that. So we'll see how it goes. And everybody mad about the con, and they said, yeah, you don't even know what you're talking about till next month after that.
There's a fine line of racist behavior and act taking that you got to straddle. You got to be real racist and make the racist, super racist happy, but you can't be so racist that the mostly racist people get a little uncomfortable. You gotta hit right in the middle, and I don't think he's done it yet. He's not on point. This flag, shit.
All right.
Well, that's good.
Huh?
I guess we can. So that's it. Those are your favorite 100 days.
Ain't none of it my favorite. All of it's awful. All of it's terrible. He's arresting judges. We didn't even get into that. And the due process is gone. On and on and on. We could sit here for another 3 hours, but I don't see the point of that. Why don't we come back 200 days, see what the hell it is? Maybe you get your stick to be sturdy by then.
I can't. This stick ain't sturdy at all.
Yeah.
My stick is flopping all over the place.
Hey,